Welcome to First Issues.
On this new season of the program, we are having conversations with entrepreneurs having the guts to go after their dreams. Their goal was not to focus on the lack of employment opportunities, but rather to channel their energy into taking advantage of gaps in the market to be employers themselves. Take, for example, the pockets of the unbanked within the informal and SME sectors.
The inability to be banked has limited many informal business owners and some small enterprises the opportunity to enjoy access to funding. Due to being unbanked, most of these business owners do not have a recorded financial history and so do not have a credit score that measures that creditworthiness, thereby making it virtually impossible to be financed by financial institutions such as banks. This undoubtedly creates pockets of missed opportunities to scale up, expand, and grow their businesses. Recognizing this gap, Monyatsi developed Ipachi Capital, a FinTech solution geared at helping SMEs and the informal sector to track spending, to show financial history, building credit scores, and having access to working capital financing. Could this be the catalyst that will help the informal sector become key players in the economy and the SMEs transform to their envisioned core engines of economic growth in the country? We are at the Botswana Digital and Innovation Hub to meet with Shine to give us key points about this product. Shine, thank you so much for coming on First Issues and affording us your time. We're here today to talk about your solution, Ipachi Capital. Tell us about what it is and really what was the driving force, or how did you come up with that idea?
So when we basically started Ipachi, I was inspired by my mother and my father because they are in the informal sector. You know, my father is a taxi driver and my mother has been running a tuck shop at Totume Village for the past 20 years. So I've been seeing how they do business, how they raise money, and how they were able to take care of us at home. And then when I did my survey, I was like, what is the most pain point that my parents are struggling with, or something that inhibits them to grow? Because I found them being stuck, almost like being stuck in the same place for a very long period of time, asking myself why and what was the barrier. So I decided to do a survey with my team, and we realized that, you know, millions of small businesses in the informal sector, they don't have access to opportunities like those in the formal sector so that they can thrive. Opportunities, for example, getting access to credit, which will provide them with an opportunity to buy more inventory, to buy new equipment, or to expand their businesses. So that became a pain point where we focused our energy at, and we built the technology in order to solve that problem for them.
But how exactly is your platform going to help with that? You are talking about the informal sector, right, who are usually unbanked, or the SMEs, other small businesses that may necessarily not have the kind of finances that afford them the ability to get access to funding. So how does this platform help with that, with those pain points that you talk about?
Yeah, no, definitely. So we give these customers or small businesses a mobile application called Ipachi. Ipachi is a Kalanga name, it means a wallet. So with this mobile app, small businesses, for example, in a case study or scenario where you run a tuck shop, the tuck shop owner is able to load their inventory into the mobile app. All the products that they're selling, they're able to load them into the mobile app. And as customers come and make those cash purchases, the small business owner will be able to keep a record of everything that has been sold in the business. And as the customer does that record keeping on the platform, our algorithms will automatically generate what we call your income statement, your balance sheet, and your cash flow statement based on just entering the records of what you have sold. And then based on those financial statements that our algorithms will automatically generate for you, then the system on its own, it does what we call a credit worthiness check to determine how much of a cash loan that you can qualify for as a small business owner based on your historic transactional data. So with that data, small businesses have a chance now to go to financial institutions to evidence that this is how my business is doing in terms of sales, in terms of profit, and then they're able to validate their ask for microloans or working capital loans. Beyond that, with the mobile application, customers can sell what they commonly are used to, things like selling airtime, selling electricity, and paying DSTV payments using the platform. That data forms part of our inbuilt credit scoring model, which enables us to understand more data and for the system on its own to understand better the risk appetite of the small businesses.
When you're projecting 5 years into the future, what does that look like for your clients or your users in terms of the kind of experience that would be different from what it is now?
All right. So when we look at our future at Ipachi Capital, we want to get to a position where we have empowered small businesses so that they are able to stand on their own. We want to have empowered more women, to be able to have successful stories to share with the world. We want our impact to be felt in terms of how we help them to be able to grow thriving businesses. Currently, our engineering team is working on a mobile point of sale device, which is a biometric point of sale device. With this device, we are able to help these small businesses to accept payments so that we use the data with the existing data that we have to enhance our credit scoring capabilities to understand the risk of these businesses much better. So with this biometric device that we're currently working on, we would be looking forward to working with financial institutions such as First National Bank through their e-wallet products, for example, so that people can be able to integrate the FNB e-wallet with our Ipachi biometric device to be able to make payments wherever they go and be able to leverage the data to do what we call a better enhanced credit scoring capabilities for these businesses. So we're looking at a future where we are able to improve our accuracy in terms of making better decisions, in terms of how much and how we give these businesses microloans.